Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to take a deep dive into the career of one of the most exciting players to ever grace the basketball court, Derrick Rose. From his early days on the playgrounds of Chicago to his NBA stardom and beyond, we'll cover it all. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. Derrick Rose was born and raised on the south side of Chicago, where basketball was a way of life. He began playing the game at a young age and quickly showed a natural talent for it. By the time he reached high school, he was already a highly touted prospect, drawing comparisons to Chicago legends like Isaiah Thomas and Tim Hardaway. In high school, Rose attended Simeon Career Academy, where he led the team to back-to-back state championships in his junior and senior years. He was a McDonald's All-American and was named Illinois Mr. Basketball twice. His high school success put him on the radar of college coaches across the country. It's important to note that Derrick Rose grew up in one of the most violent neighborhoods in Chicago, which was plagued by gang violence and crime. Rose was raised in the Englewood neighborhood, which has long been known for its high rates of poverty, unemployment, and crime. In an interview with ESPN, Rose spoke about how the violence in his neighborhood affected him and his family. He talked about how he would hear gunshots at night and how his family had to stay inside to avoid being caught in the crossfire. He also spoke about how his older brothers, who were involved in gangs, would often get into fights and run-ins with the law. Despite the violence around him, Rose remained focused on his basketball career and used it as a way to escape the negative influences in his neighborhood. He played for the amateur athletic union team Mean Streets, which was based in Chicago and helped to keep him on track. After graduating from Simeon, Rose committed to play for the Memphis Tigers. He played just one season in college, but it was a memorable one. Rose led Memphis to the national championship game, where they lost to Kansas in overtime. Despite the loss, Rose's individual performance was impressive. He scored 18 points and dished out 8 assists. Derrick Rose's college career was almost derailed before it even began. In order to be eligible to play for Memphis, he had to achieve a minimum score on the ACT test. He took the test 3 times before finally achieving the required score, and the NCAA investigated the circumstances surrounding his test taking. Ultimately, he was cleared to play, but the controversy lingered. While at Memphis, Rose played alongside future NBA stars like Tyreke Evans and Joey Dorsey. The team was coached by John Calipari, who would go on to have success at Kentucky and is now the head coach at the University of Kentucky. After just one season at Memphis, Rose declared for the NBA draft and was selected by the Chicago Bulls with the first overall pick. He burst onto the scene as a rookie, averaging 16.8 points and 6.3 assists per game and winning Rookie of the Year honors. Derrick Rose is known for his love of sneakers and has had several signature shoe lines with Adidas. His first signature shoe, the Adidas D Rose one. The first Adidas D Rose shoe was released in 2010 and was a huge success, with fans praising the shoe's comfortable fit, excellent traction, and stylish design. The shoes were designed with Rose's playing style in mind, featuring lightweight construction and excellent support for quick cuts and explosive movements. The Adidas D Rose line continued to evolve over the years, with new models being released each season. The shoes became known for their high quality and attention to detail, and many fans consider them to be among the best basketball shoes ever made. While Rose may not have had a signature shoe line with Nike, he did have several notable collaborations with the brand. In 2019, Nike released a special edition of the Air Jordan 10 inspired by Rose's hometown of Chicago. The shoes featured a red, black, and white colorway and featured Rose's logo on the heel. Overall, Derrick Rose's shoe deal with Adidas was a huge success and helped to cement his legacy as one of the most talented and influential basketball players of his generation. His shoes continue to be popular among fans and collectors, and his impact on the world of basketball and sneaker culture will not soon be forgotten. Over the next few seasons, Rose established himself as one of the best point guards in the league. He won the NBA MVP award in 2011, becoming the youngest player ever to win the award. He led the Bulls to the best record in the league that season and was a key player on the 2012 Olympic team that won the gold medal in London. Unfortunately, Rose's career was hampered by injuries, particularly to his knees. He missed significant time in the 2011 to 2012 season and sat out the entire 2012 to 2013 season due to injury. He returned to the court in the 2013 to 2014 season, but continued to struggle with injuries, ultimately leading to a decline in his play. Rose's injury struggles continued throughout his career, as he dealt with a variety of ailments, including ankle, hamstring, and groin injuries. Despite these setbacks, he continued to fight and showed flashes of his former greatness. In 2015, Rose was traded to the New York Knicks, where he played for one season before being traded again to the Cleveland Cavaliers. He then signed with the Minnesota Timberwolves in 2018, where he played for 2 seasons before being traded to the Detroit Pistons, with his most recent 2021 move back to the New York Knicks. In recent years, Rose has become more of a role player than a star, but he remains a valuable contributor off the bench. He has also become a mentor to younger players, sharing his knowledge and experience with the next generation of NBA stars. Overall, Derrick Rose's NBA career was a roller coaster ride of highs and lows. Despite the injuries that derailed his career at times, he remains one of the most exciting and talented players to ever grace the court. Derrick Rose's style of play was often compared to that of Allen Iverson, another explosive point guard known for his ability to get to the rim and score at will. Iverson was a player that Rose looked up to growing up, and the two have met and spoken about their similarities. Outside of basketball, Derrick Rose has been involved in several philanthropic efforts and has used his platform to give back to his community. In addition to the Derrick Rose Scholars Program, he has also worked with organizations like After School Matters, which provides educational and enrichment opportunities for Chicago youth. Rose is also a devoted family man and has been open about the importance of his family in his life. He has a son named Derrick Rose Jr., who was born in 2012, and he has spoken about how being a father has changed his perspective and helped him to mature as a person. In 2018, Rose published a memoir titled, "I'll Show You," which chronicles his life and career up to that point. The book was well received and gave fans a deeper insight into Rose's personal life and struggles. In addition to his philanthropic work and writing, Rose has also dabbled in the world of fashion. He launched his own clothing line in 2016, which features a range of athletic and casual wear inspired by his personal style. Overall, Derrick Rose's life outside of basketball has been focused on giving back to his community and using his platform to inspire and uplift others. He has been an active philanthropist, a devoted family man, and a creative entrepreneur, and his legacy extends far beyond the basketball court. Despite the injuries that plagued his NBA career, Derrick Rose remains one of the most exciting players to ever play the game. His explosive athleticism and ability to score in a variety of ways made him a fan favorite and a nightmare for opposing defenses. His story is one of perseverance and dedication, and his impact on the game will not soon be forgotten. Well, that's it for our deep dive into the career of Derrick Rose. We hope you enjoyed the journey and learned something new about one of the most exciting players of his generation. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more great basketball content, and we'll see you in the next video.